At what price is he selling? 750. What is discount allowed? 25%. After giving a discount of 25%, he is selling it for 750. It means what should be market price of the article? 1000 rupees. Right? The original he marked it at 1000, giving 25% discount. So 250 rupees discount, selling it for 750. So market price is 1000. Do you know he is getting profit here? Do we know that he is getting profit here? Is he getting profit or loss here? Huh? Do we know he is getting profit or loss? In order to find out whether he is getting profit or loss, what do we need? Cost price. Is cost price given in the problem? No. Even if discount is reduced to 100 rupees, you would be selling it for 900. But can we say whether he is getting profit or loss? No. Why? Cost price is not mentioned. Without knowing cost price, how do you say he is getting more profit or less profit? Right? We can't calculate. So actually answer should be can't be determined. But anyway, you have none, option none there. Now 14th one, at what time between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock the hands of the clock are 15 minute spaces apart? Third option, 3:30 to 8 by 11. The concept was explained to you. Do you know how to calculate? Shall I explain? I'll give you a shortcut. For them to be at right angles, the time is given between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock. See the shortcut. It is between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock. For them to be at right angles are 15 minute spaces apart, 90 degrees, all are same. Now, what is base hour here? 3. Right? At 3 o'clock, take the initial hour. The minutes hand is, where do you find minutes hand when the time is 3? 12. Right? For right angles, we require, for right angles or 15 minute spaces or 90 degrees, we require 3 hour gaps. Gap between minutes hand and hours hand should be 3 hours, because 1 hour is 30 degrees. Are you getting my point? 1 hour is 30 degrees. So 3 hours gap is required. So blindly you can answer it like this. Take initial hour. What is initial hour here? 3. Initial hour minus 3, initial hour minus 3, and initial hour plus 3, because I am going 3 hours anti-clockwise and 3 hours clockwise. Right? What is 3 minus 3? 0. 0 means 12 hours. 0 means 12 hours. What is 3 plus 3? 6 hours. Now, for every hour it happens 2 times. They will be at right angles for 2 times in 1 hour. Now, how to find out is, 1 hour gap is how many minute spaces? In 1 hour gap, how many minute spaces do you find? In 1 hour gap, 12 to 1, how many minute spaces are there? 5. 1 to 2, how many minute spaces are there? 5. So what I say is 12 minute spaces, 2 minute spaces. How much? 60. Now here also 5, 30, right? Number of hours into minute spaces take. Then write it as 60 by 11, 30 by 11. This is what? 60 by 11. 11 divides 5 times. 11 divides 5 times. So 65, 5 by 11, minutes after 3 o'clock. This is 11 divides 2 times. 32, 8 by 11 minutes past 3 o'clock. This is minutes past 3 o'clock. See, when it happens, 3 minus 3, one is happening 65 minutes after 3 o'clock. It means it is after 4 o'clock. We don't consider this. Now this is happening between 3 and 4. 32, 8 by 11. I repeat one more time. Take the initial hour, minus 3 plus 3. Whatever may be the initial hour. Suppose it is 6 to 7, 6 minus 3, 6 plus 3. Right? For that many, we take, minute spaces in that many hours. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 hours, you have 30 minute spaces. So simply write 30, 30 by 11. If it is 50 minute spaces, write it as 50, 50 by 11. You directly get the answer. Or the method was explained to you in the last class. When concept of clocks was explained, I hope this was explained, right? Not the shortcut, actual method to calculate. Right? Next one. Okay, there is a problem, 13th problem. A filler takes 13 minutes more time to fill a tank due to a leak at the bottom. The leak is closed, it takes 2.5 hours to fill the tank. How much more time it takes to fill the tank if the filler is stopped for 15 minutes at every half an hour interval? A filler takes 30 minutes more time owing to a leak. Or if the leak is not there, filler can fill in what time? Filler alone can fill it in 2.5 hours time, whereas filler working with the leak takes 3 hours. So 1 hour's work of filler, 1 by filler minus 1 hour's work of leak should be equal to 1 hour's work of filler and leak in combination. Am I right? 1 hour's work of filler and 1 hour's work of leak is same as 1 hour's work of filler and leak in combination. Even they work individually or together, that is their capacity, that's what they can fill and empty. Now, filler takes 1 by 2.5. Know what is filler and leak combination? 2.5 is 5 by 2, it becomes 2 by 5. 2 by 5 minus 1 by, so 1 by L is 1 by 15. So leak takes what time? Leak alone can empty the full tank in 15 hours. Leak alone can empty the full tank in 15 hours. Now, he is not asking what is the time taken by the leak to empty the full tank, but he is saying that after every 30 minutes, the filler is stopped for 15 minutes. It means leak is never stopped here. Is leak stopped here? No. What is stopped? Filler. At what interval? In 30 minutes interval, it is stopped for 15 minutes. So, first 30 minutes, so leak 15 hours. Now what I am doing is, I am taking LCM of the times. Time taken by filler is 2.5 hours, time taken by the leak is 15. Now I am taking LCM of 2.5 and 15. What it can be? 30? 30. I say tank capacity is 30 liters. Tank capacity is 30 liters. To fill 30, it is taking 2.5 hours. It means per hour it is filling 12 liters. Right? What is 30 by 5? 6. Then 30 by 2.5? 12, right? So per hour it is 12 liters per hour. Now similarly, leak is taking 30 liters, so it empties at the rate of 2 liters per hour. That is their respective capacities. So first half an hour, what happens? Filler fills 6 liters because 1 hour it fills 12 liters, half an hour it fills 6 liters, and in 1 hour but it can empty half an hour 1 liter. This is what together they do in half an hour, 30 minutes, right? Half an hour, 1 liter it is emptying, 15 minutes, half liter. So it empties another half liter here. So what is net effect here? Net effect, 6 minus 1, 5. 5 minus half, 4.5 liters. 45 minutes if you take as a cycle, 4.5 liters filled. Now I am taking this 45 minutes, I am taking 6 such cycles. I am taking 45 minutes is one cycle. In one cycle, the amount of water filled is 4.5 liters. I am taking 6 such cycles. 6 45 minutes is 4.5 hours. 4 hours 30 minutes. What part of the tank is filled? 27 liters is filled. 27 liters. Now, fresh cycle is starting. Fresh cycle. Here in 5 liters, in the first half an hour, 30 minutes, 5 liters will be filled. But do we require 5 liters here? No. How many liters do we require here? 3 liters. Let's calculate. For 5 liters, it takes 30 minutes. 30 minutes, 5 liters. Then for 3 liters, what time it takes? 3 into 30 by 5. 5 6 are, it means 18 minutes. So 4.5 hours, it means 4 hours 30 minutes plus another 18 minutes. So what is the total time? Total time is 4 hours 30 minutes plus 18 minutes. What is it? 4 hours 48 minutes. So in 4 hours 48, the tank will be filled. This is very complex one. I repeat one more time because this kind of problems test your concepts. Filler alone can fill a tank in 2.5 hours, whereas filler and leak, when the leak is open, it takes 3 hours, half an hour extra. It means 3 hours. Now we are finding out the capacity of the leak. So leak alone takes 15 hours to empty the tank. Now knowing this, take LCM of these 2 times, assume that as tank capacity. I am supposing it as 30 liters is the tank capacity. So in that case, filler can fill 12 liters per hour because it is filling in 2.5 hours, whereas leak takes 15 hours to empty 30 liters. It means it can empty 2 liters per hour. Now what is happening? First 30 minutes, both the filler and leak both are working. But after 30 minutes, for next 15 minutes, only leak is working. Filler is stopped for 15 minutes. So I am taking this 30 plus 45 minutes, 30 plus 15, 45 minutes as one cycle. So in one cycle, half an hour it is filled. 1 hour 12 liters, half an hour 6 liters. 1 hour 2 liters, half an hour 1 liter. This is emptying and this is filling. So net effect in 30 minutes is 5 liters. The next 15 minutes, another 0.5 liters is emptied. So net effect in 45 minutes is 4.5 liters. Now 45 minutes, 4.5, I am considering 6 such cycles, because if I take 7, tank is overfilled. Are you getting my point? If I take 7, 4s are 28, 7 5s are 3.5. 28 plus 3.5, 31.5 liters will be filled. We don't require 7 cycles. So I am going for 6 cycles. 6 cycles will give me 27 liters. Now, we just need to fill 3 more liters. First half an hour itself, in 30 minutes, 5 liters is filled. So I am calculating. For 5 liters it takes 30 minutes. For 3 liters it takes what time? 18 minutes. So 4 hours 30 minutes, 4.5 hours plus another 18 minutes, the tank is filled. Right? Next one. If 4th of this month as well as last month falls on Saturday, then 15th of next month will be on. In which month it happens? Tell me first. Yes, there should be 0 odd days. 14th of this month as well as last month should be same. It means for that month and this month there should not be any odd days. That is possible only February, March, between February and March, that too in a non-leap year. Because February has exactly 28 days, there are no odd days. So 14th February and 14th March, both are on Saturday. Then what is 15th of next month? Next month means April. So in March you have 14 days completed. Now another 14 plus 3, 17 days are there. 31 days March has. In 17 days, 2 weeks plus 3 days, there are 3 odd days. March first 14 days already considered. March has 31 days. First 14 days are considered. Remaining 17 days are there. 17 days is nothing but 2 weeks, 3 days. So in March alone you have 3 odd days. Now next month is April. April, which date is asking? 15th. 15 days. 15 days is 2 weeks, 1 day. March you have 3 odd days. April you have 1 odd day. So it is 4 days after Saturday. It is 4 days after Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So your answer is Wednesday. Next one. How is my mother's husband's father-in-law's son's daughter's brother be related to me? Mother's husband, father. Father's father-in-law, mother's father. Father's father-in-law is mother's father. Father-in-law's son, uncle, your mother's brother. Right? Your mother's brother. So uncle, uncle's daughter, cousin. Your cousin's brother, cousin only. So your answer is cousin. Now in a class of 120 students, 50 speak Hindi, 40 speak Telugu, 60 speak English, 20 speak Hindi and Telugu, 13 speak Telugu and English, 15 speak Hindi and English, and 13 speak none of these 3 languages. We have seen these Venn diagrams, right? Have you all solved this Venn diagram? Yes, all of you? Yes, you want me to explain? No. What is the answer for 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 70. Very good. Now, in a certain code, man is 53, she is 49, then power. It is reverse coding. M is 13 in forward code, 14 in reverse code. See here. M is reverse code 14, A is 26, N is 13. So what is it? 30, 40, 53. Similarly, he is asking us to code power. Power. P is 16 in forward code, 11 in reverse code. Forward code plus reverse code is 27. 16 in forward, reverse it is 11. O 15 in forward code, 12 in reverse code. W is 23 in forward code, 4 in reverse code. E is 5 in forward code, 22 in reverse code, 9 in reverse code. All of them, it is 58. All of them, 58. Next one, complete the series. What is the answer for that series? 2 into 3, 3 into 5, 5 into 7, 7 into 11. Now comes 13 into 17. Product of consecutive prime numbers. So it is 221. Now data sufficiency. What is the discount percentage allowed on the article? We need to find out percentage, not actual discount. Discount percentage. What is data 1? Ratios ratio of the selling price and the discount is 4:1. Selling price and the discount. You sold it for 4 parts and you have given 1 part discount. What should be market price? You sold it for 4 parts after giving 1 part discount. What is market price? 5 parts. If 5 parts is market price, how many parts given as discount here? So 1 part out of 5 parts is discount. 1/5. 1/5 is what percentage? 20%. So can we calculate percentage discount or not? Yes. So 1 is giving you answer. See guys, you are selling it for 4 parts after giving a discount of 1 part. It means market price is 5 parts. On market price you have given 1 part discount. 1/5, 1/5 is 20%. So discount percentage we can calculate. Now data 2 alone, let us check data 2 alone. Ratio of the cost price and selling price. If cost price and selling price are known, you can calculate profit percentage. We can't calculate discount, because to calculate discount percentage, what do we need? Market price. Is it given here? No. So second data is not sufficient. Answer is 1. Only 1. Now find 3-digit number XYZ. Data 1. X is 3 more than Y, Y is 3 more than Z. According to first data, X is 3 more than Y. Is it so? Sorry, X is 3 more than Y, Y is 3 more than Z. X is 3 more than Y, Y is 3 more than Z. So this is Z, Y, X. X is 3 more than Y, Y is 3 more than Z. How many numbers are possible? There are 3 3-digit numbers possible. So can we answer from data 1 alone? We can't answer. Forget about this. Let us go to data 2. Data 2, XYZ is a multiple of 6. This 3-digit number XYZ is a multiple of 6. Forget about these 3 numbers. He says XYZ is a multiple of 6. So there are many numbers like this, because there are many 3-digit numbers that are multiples of 6. 300, 306. There are many. 312, 318. You have this many, right? So data 2 alone is also not sufficient. Now let us combine these two. It should be, the condition is Y is 3 more than Z and X is 3 more than Y. And one more condition is it must be divisible by 6. Which of these 3 is divisible by 6? What is divisibility rule for 6? It should be divisible by both 2 and 3. So obviously these 2 are not divisible by 2. So there is no chance that they can be divisible by 6. Is it divisible by 2? Is it divisible by 3? 2 plus 5? 7 plus 8? 15 is divisible by 3. So this is divisible by 2 and 3. So it is divisible by 6. So together, by combining 1 and 2, we can answer. So your answer is 3. Huh? 6:30 ఎలా తీసుకుంటారు? Actually, we are going to consider XYZ. It is not ZYX, right? So 630 is the another number, and this is definitely divisible by 6. So even after combining, we can add answer. 630 is another number. So answer is 4. Now, liters. Now only water evaporated. So there will not be change. The quantity of sugar is not going to change because only water evaporated. 0.35 liters of
of sugar was present out of 7 liters earlier. Now the same 0.35 is present out of 6 liters. Now how do you calculate percentage of sugar in the remaining solution? Quantity of sugar by total solution into 100. What is quantity of sugar? Total solution 6 into 100. So 35 by 6. 5 by 6%. 5 by 6%. Next one. What is the next one? An article is marked 40% above the cost price and allowed a discount of 30%. Find is gain or loss percent. An article is marked 1% more than the cost price. Suppose cost price is 100. It is marked at 1% more than the cost price. 40%. So 40% above the cost price. So it is marked at 140. Now on this market price, what percent of discount is given? 30%. What is 10% of 140? So then what is 30%? 3 14s. 3 tens are 30, 3 fours are 12. So 42 rupees discount is given on 140. So here it is 42. Here it is. So 42 reduced. It means you are selling it for 98. You bought it for how much? 100. You are selling it for how much? 98. Are you getting profit or loss here? How much? So 2% loss. Next problem. Find the remainder when 2 power 49 into 3 power 38 into 6 power 321 into 9 power 179 is divided by 5. Okay guys. 18 is divided by 5. What is remainder? 3. 27 is divided by 5. What is remainder? 2. Unit digit of a number is 9. When that number is divided by 5, what is remainder? 4. Unit digit of a number is 6. When that number is divided by 5, what is remainder? 1. So to find out the remainder when a number is divided by 5, we don't require entire number. If you find out the unit digit, we can say what would be the remainder when that particular number is divided by 5. So let us find out unit digit of that particular product. Unit digit of that particular product. 2 power 49, 3 power 38, 6 power 321 into 9 power 179. I am writing it as 2 power 49 as 2 power 48 into 2 power 1. Similarly, 3 power 36 into 3 square, 6 power 321. What would be the remainder? What would be the unit digit? 6. Was that concept explained to you? If the unit digit of a number is 0, 1, 5, 6, you raise to any positive power, again the unit digit would be 6. So for 6, whatever may be the power, you get again 6 in the units place. For 9, 9 power odd will give you 9 in the units place. 9 power even will give you 1 in the units place. Similarly for 4 also. 4 power odd will give you 4 in the units place. 4 power even will give you 6 in the units place. So here it is odd or even? Odd. So what do you get here? 9 only. Now here, if the power of 2, 6 and 6, no, 2 and 8, the powers of 2 and 8 are multiples of 4, you get 6 in the units place. That's why I have written it as 48, because 48 is a multiple of 4. 2 power 4n, 2 power 4n. If the power is of the form 4n, 4 multiple, unit digit is 6. That is 2. 3 power 4n will give you 1 in the units place. For odd digits, you get 1. For even digits, you get 6. power 4n. 3 square is 9, 6 and 9. Now it's, look at this. 6 twos are 12. What is unit digit? 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 nines are, what is unit digit? 8 6 are 48. What is unit digit? 8 nines are 72. What is unit digit? So if this number is divided by 5, what would be the remainder? Unit digit is 2. That number is divided by 5. What would be the remainder? That's your answer. Next one. The difference of a 3-digit number. Take a 3-digit number. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Take 1 2 3 and try to find out. What is it? 1 2 3. What is reverse of 8? 3 2 1. 3 2 1 minus 1 2 3. What is difference? What is difference? 8 9 198. Is 198 divisible by 9? What is divisible by 9? Some digits of a number is divisible by 9, then the number is also divisible by 9. 1 plus 9 is 10, 10 plus 8 18. Is 18 divisible by 9? So this number is also divisible by 9. What is divisible by 11? Sum of odd placed digits. Placed digits, odd placed digits, 1 plus 8, 9, even placed only 1 digit 9. The difference, what is its difference? Is it divisible by 11 or not? Yes. If the difference is 0 or any multiple of 11. Now, the number is divisible by 9 and 11. It is always divisible by 99. Why? Because 9 and 11 are co-primes. Co-primes are two numbers that do not have a common factor except 1 are called co-primes. Any number is divisible by 9 and 11, that number should be divisible by 99. So, the 3-digit number and the number formed by reversing its digits, the difference of these two is always divisible by 9, 11 and 99. Because if a number is divisible by 9 and 11, it is obviously divisible by 99. So your answer is all 3. See, if the digits of a 3-digit number are just permuted, this is exactly reversing. Reversing is one type of permutation, one of the permutations. If just the digits are permuted, you don't know in what way they are permuted, then the difference of this number and the original number is always divisible by 9. Only 9. If the digits are just permuted. Right? If exactly reversed, divisible by both 9 and 11. And then 99. Next problem. Two swimmers started simultaneously from the beach, one to the south, other to the east. 2 hours later, the distance between them turned to be 100 kilometers. Find speed of the fastest swimmer, knowing that speed of one of them was 75% of speed of the other. 2 swimmers started simultaneously from the beach, one to the south and other to the east. Suppose they started here. One is towards east, the other one is towards south. This is how they are swimming. One is swimming towards east direction, the other one is swimming towards south direction. Now, we need to find out speed of the slower swimmer. Find speed of the slower swimmer, faster swimmer. We need to find out speed of the faster swimmer. Knowing that one of them was 75% of the speed of the other. Suppose the faster is swimming at 100 kilometers per hour, and the slower is swimming only at 75% of this. It means ratio, speeds ratio. It is speeds ratio is this one. Exactly this is 4:3. In the ratio 4:3. If one is swimming at 100, the other one is swimming at 75. Speeds ratio is 4:3. So, suppose speed of faster one is 4x, then speed of the slower one is 3x kilometers. The faster one can swim 4x kilometers in 1 hour. They are swimming for how many hours here? How many hours? So in 2 hours, what distance he can swim? In 1 hour he can swim 4x. In 2 hours, what distance he can swim? 8x. And the other one? So this is 8x, this is 6x. After 2 hours, the distance between them turned to be 100 kilometers. The distance between them turned to be 100 kilometers. Now, can you find out what is that x? Huh? How? Applying Pythagoras. మీరు జీవితంలో ఎప్పుడు నేర్చుకుంటారో నాకు అర్థం కాదు. బేసిక్ పైథాగరన్ ట్రిప్లెట్స్ మనకు తెలుసు. 5, 4, 3 లేదా దాని మల్టిపుల్స్. ఇది 100 ఉంటే జీవితంలో ఎన్నిసార్లు నేర్చుకుంటారు అది. ఇక్కడ 100 ఉందంటే అక్కడ 8 ఉండాలి, 80 ఉండాలి, అక్కడ 60 ఉండాలి కదా. 10, 8, 6 చూసారు కదా, దాని మల్టిపులే కదా 100, 80, 60. లేకపోతే 5, 4, 3 ప్రతిసారి లెక్క పెడతారా? ఒకసారి నేర్చుకుని ఎందుకు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోరు? ఇంటర్మీడియట్లో 100 సార్లు చేసి ఉంటారు పైథాగరస్. అంటే 80. So even without calculating, this is 80, this is 60, 80 is the faster, right? So this is distance covered in what time? 2 hours. 2 hours 80 means 1 hour. So what is speed of the fastest swimmer? 40 kilometers per hour. That's your answer. Next one. అంటే 7 ఆడ్ నెంబర్ కదా, ఈవెన్ నెంబర్తో స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం. టైం అయిపోయిందా? చాలా అక్కడితో ఆపేద్దామా?
$10 pence for 8 rupees. It means cost of each pen is 80 paise, 0.8 rupees. That is called unitary method. Is, you know, for certain number you are finding it for 1 unit, right? Now similarly he is selling 8 for rupees 10. It means each pen is selling at 1 rupee 25 paise. 10 rupees for 8 pens. 10 by 8, 1.25. 1 rupee 25 paise. So what is his profit here? Buying for 80 paise, selling for 1 rupee 25 paise. 45 paise is his profit out of 80. 45 paise out of 80 paise into 100 will give you profit percentage. That is general method to answer. If it is something like buys 11 pence for 10 rupees and sells 10 pence for 11 rupees, in that case you find it difficult to divide, right? 11 pence for 10 rupees, 10 by 11. So technique is, if this kind of a question is asked, buys 10 pence for 8 rupees, sells 8 pence for 10 rupees. Now it is like this: 10 pence, 8 rupees, buying, selling 8 for 10. If the numbers are like this, simply you multiply these two. 8 8s are 64. This is his cost price. Multiply these two, 100. That is his selling price. You can directly consider it as selling price. His cost price is 64 rupees. Selling price is 100 rupees. What is his profit here? What is his profit? 36 rupees profit out of 64 into 100. So it is 56 1 by 4. So profit percentage is 56 1 by 4. You can directly answer it like this. This way it gives you cost price, and this way it gives you selling price. Next one. 3 equal glasses, very good. 3 equal glasses are 1/3, 2/3 and 3/4 fill of milk. They are completely filled with water and the contents are mixed in another vessel. What is the ratio of milk and water in the vessel? It is like this: 3 equal glasses. First glass, second glass, third glass. Milk and water. What is quantity of milk in the first glass? 1/3. Second glass, 2/3. Third glass, 3/4 full of milk. Now what he says, they are completely filled with water. What part of the first glass is empty now? 2/3. How much water can we add in the first glass? 2/3. So 2/3 of water here. What about second glass? 1/3 of water can be added. And what about last one? 1/4. Now he's asking if the contents are mixed in another vessel, what would be the ratio of milk and water? Quantity is not going to change. These three are equal glasses, so directly you can add them. 1/3 plus 2/3 is 1. 1/3 plus 2/3 is 1. 1 plus 3/4, 7/4. I'm adding total milk. Similarly, 2/3 plus 1/3 is 1. 1 plus 1/4, 5/4. What is ratio of milk and water here? 7:5. Because those three are equal glasses. Just we are adding total quantity of milk and total quantity of water. That gives you ratio of milk and water. Because those three glasses are emptied into another vessel. In that vessel, what is the ratio of milk and water? Next one. Is it visible to you? Now, all the students in a school are made to stand in rows so as to form an equilateral triangle. The first row consists of 1 student, the second row 2, third row 3 students, and so on. Had there been 90 more students, the total number of students could have been arranged in the shape of a square so that each side of the square has 5 students less than the number of students in the side of the triangle. Find the total number of students initially present in the school. What do you understand? There are certain number of students in a school. If you arrange them in the form of a triangle, how? First row, it is like this. First row, 1 student. Second row, 2 students. Third row, 3 students. And so on, there are n rows. Right? Had there been 90 more students, this is how they were made to stand. Like that, there are n rows. It means on the side of the triangle there are n students standing. Am I right? N rows. All the sides you have definitely n. Now the problem says, had there been 90 more students, suppose you have another 90 with you, then it is possible to arrange them. It is possible to arrange them in the form of a square. But there is one more condition here. You can arrange them in the form of a square like this. But only difference is, here how many students are there along side of each triangle, side of the triangle? There are n. But here you don't get n, you get less than. How much less than? N? 5. 5 students less than what you have on the side of a triangle. That is the question. Now he is asking how many students are present in a school. Here, first row, how many students are there? 1. Second row, third row, fourth row, so on. How many rows? So if you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on up to n, we get number of students in the school. What is sum of first n natural numbers? N into n plus 1 by 2. Okay, I am taking it as n into n plus 1 by 2. If I have another 90, I have n minus 1 on each side. So total number of students in this square would be n minus 5 whole square, n minus 3 by 3 you have 9, 4 by 4 you have 16. Similarly n minus 5 by n minus 5 you have n minus 5 whole square. You solve this, you will get what is n value. Solve that equation, you get what is n value. But it takes a lot of time to solve that equation. Now I'll give you a shortcut, easy way. So n minus 5 whole square is a perfect square. Am I right? Whatever may be the n, the right side is a perfect square. Right side is a perfect square. Now after adding 90 to the number of students in the school, we should get a perfect square. Am I right? If you add 90 to the number of students present in the school, we should get a perfect square. Let us do it through options. What is first option? 250. 250 plus 90 is 340. Is 340 a perfect square? No. So that is not our answer. Next one, 454 plus 90, 544. Is 544 a perfect square? No. 576 is a perfect square. Now 331 plus 90 is 421. 421 is not a perfect square. Now 351 plus 90 is 441. Yes, 441 is a perfect square. 21 square. So what is your answer? Fourth option. Instead of solving it, if you understand that adding 90 it becomes a perfect square, you can check through options. It takes only seconds to answer. Understand? Right. Next one. A rectangular sheet of metal of area 440 square centimeters is folded into a cylinder to enclose a volume of 1540 cubic centimeters. A circle whose diameter is equal to the width of the rectangular sheet is cut from the sheet. Find the ratio of the area of the uncut region to the area of the cut region. What he says is, there is a rectangular sheet. This is a rectangular sheet, right, of area. What is its area? 440 square centimeters. It is folded into a cylinder like this. Now if I fold it like this, what shape do I get? What is this? This is a cylinder. This cylinder encloses a volume of 1540 cubic centimeters. Now what he says, a circle whose diameter is equal to width of the rectangular sheet. Now a circle whose diameter, it means a circle which is touching both the ends, both these sides, right? A circle like this is cut from this sheet. Now he is asking, the diameter of the circle is same as width of the sheet. This is length and this is breadth or width of the sheet. So now he is asking, if you cut a circle like this, what is area of uncut region? Uncut region is after cutting the remaining area. Uncut region to the cut region. This is what we need to find out. Now see here, what is area of the sheet? 1440. 440, right, 440 square centimeters. Now if I enclose it, if I enclose it like this, I'm getting a cylinder, right? So what is curved surface area of the cylinder? This is called curved surface area of the cylinder. Curved surface area of the cylinder is same as area of the sheet. First thing, right? Now one more thing. What is this dimension? Length. Length of the sheet is same as circumference of the base of the cylinder. This is called circumference, right? Length is same as circumference of the cylinder. Now let us try to find out. Suppose L is length of the sheet and W is width of the sheet or breadth of the sheet. What is area? Length into breadth, 440 square centimeters. This is same as now 440 is, we can also write as curved surface area of the cylinder. What is curved surface area of a cylinder? 2 pi r into height of the cylinder. Circumference of the base into height will give you curved surface area. Base area into height will give you volume. So this is also equal to 440. Now what is volume of the cylinder? Pi r square into h. Base area into height. We are given volume of the cylinder also. What is volume of the cylinder? 1540. Now divide first one by second one. I am dividing first equation by second equation. So what is first equation? Pi r h. So 2 by r is same as 44, 154. Both are divisible by 11. 11 fours, 11 ones, 11 fours. So 2 by 7. 2 by 7. So what is r value? 7 centimeters. I know r, and we also know that length is nothing but circumference of the base. Length of the sheet is nothing but circumference of the base. So equal to 2 pi r. Let us find out what is length. 2 into 22 by 7 into 7 radius, r value. So what is it? 44 centimeters. If length is 44, what should be breadth? 10. Length is 44, what should be breadth? 44 into 10 gives you 440. So we know that breadth is 10. Now what he says is, it is like this, 44 and 10. Now a circle whose diameter is equal to breadth of the sheet, like this, whose diameter of the circle is equal to breadth, is cut, right? Now let us find out what is area of this circle. Diameter is 10 centimeters. Then what is radius of the circle? 5 centimeters. So radius is, from here it is 5 centimeters. So what is area of the circle? Pi r square. Pi is 22 by 7 into 7 into 7. So what is it? Sorry. 5 into 5. Otherwise we can write it as 25 pi. 5 is 25. Let us keep the pi as it is because options are given in terms of pi. This is area of the cut region. Then what is area of the uncut region? Now ratio is between area of cut region to uncut region to cut region. 440 minus 25 pi is uncut. Total area minus cut will give you uncut by cut region. Cut region is how much? 25 pi. Take out 5. 88 minus 5 pi by 5 pi. This is your answer. Area of uncut region. Total area minus cut region will give you uncut region. Area of uncut region by cut region. That is what he is asking. So in the exam, if you find this type of problems, what will you do? Don't solve them. Why to waste time? You solve for 5 minutes, you get only 1 mark. You solve it for 10 minutes, 1 mark. 1 minute, 1 mark. 10 seconds, 1 mark. Why to waste time here? When you have ample time at the end, you can solve this type of problems. See, your first approach should be scan the paper for easy questions. There are 25 problems in the sheet, right? 20-30% of them are very easy. Anybody can solve 20 to 30% of the problems. What is 30% of 20% of 25 is 5. 30% is plus another 2.5. Say 8 problems are very easy in the sheet. All of you get at least 8 because 8 problems are very easy. To solve those 8 problems, it takes only 8 minutes. Always your first target when you take a CRT test should be 60% of the maximum marks. Suppose 50 problems are there, don't try to solve all 50 because you can't do it. You need not to solve all 50 in fact, because industry standard is 60%. You try to solve 70%, you are on a safer side, right? So your first target should be 60%. You need to score 30 out of 50. So look for easy ones, scan the paper for easy ones. How to identify? Go through a problem. If you are 100% confident that you can answer it, then only try to solve that problem. Otherwise skip it and go to the second one. This is how you scan the paper. In the first scan, out of 50, you can solve, out of 50 problems, say 30%, you can solve 15 problems there itself. 15 problems, out of 50, 15 problems are very easy. You solve 15. It won't take more than 15-20 minutes. You have 50 minutes time. Another 30 minutes, you can spend. Now again second round. Now this time you can prioritize problems because you have gone through the entire paper. Now, which problems you are confident, only try to solve those problems. Then if you are left with 10-15 minutes time, then you can experiment. Understood? So even when you take tests today and tomorrow, this should be your strategy. Whenever you practice any test, this should be your strategy. Right? That is how you can maximum optimize your time. Next one. 12 to 16. In a class of 60%, and in a class 60% passed in mathematics, 50% passed in physics, 20% failed in both subjects, and 18 students passed in both the subjects. I think all of you can answer this. So it is given in terms of percentages. So what should we suppose the strength of the class? 100%. So total number of students in the class is 100%. So if total number of students in the class is 100%, this is how it is. This is our 100%. Now, what percent passed in mathematics? So this is mathematics. 60% of the students are inside this circle. Those who are inside this circle passed in mathematics. Those who are outside this circle failed in mathematics. So how many are outside this circle? 40% are outside this circle. Now, what percent passed in physics? 50%. Right? Now, how many failed in both? It means those who failed in both the subjects are outside both the circles. Are you getting my point? So they are here, outside both the circles. Now, how many passed in both? This is absolute value. With this value, we are going to find out each percentage. 100%, 50%, 60%, everything we can find out. So if it is given in terms of percentages, at least one absolute value will be given. Now, total number of students in the class is 100%. 20% are outside both the circles. Then what percent are inside both the circles? 80%. But if you add 60 and 50, how much do you get? But what percent is supposed to be inside both the circles? 80%. But what percent is there inside both the circles? How much extra is there? Whatever extra you get generally is the intersection part, because that intersection part is counted twice. Are you getting my point? This intersection part is considered in this circle as well as in this circle also. That's why you are getting that 30 extra. So that 30% is intersection. Now 30% is this, so another 30 is here. So total this is 60. 30% is here, another 20% would be here. That's how it is. Now see, 30, 30, 20, 20, 100%. Now what is the question asked there? First question, total strength. Now how to find out total strength? 30% is 18, 100% is what? 3, 30, 3 6 are 18, 10 6 are 60, 3 6 are 18, 10 6 are 60. So total number of students in the class is 60. Don't calculate all the values. Calculate the required values only. right? Don't waste time. Next one, number of students who passed in exactly one subject. Exactly one subject. This 30 passed in exactly mathematics, only mathematics otherwise, and this 20 passed only in physics. So total what percent of the students passed exactly in 1%? What is 50% of 60? 30. That is your answer. Next one, number of students who failed in at least one subject. What do you mean by at least one subject? Failed in one subject, failed in one subject, or failed in two subjects. Am I right? Failed in one subject 50%, failed in two subjects 20%. So 70% failed at least in one subject. Otherwise, exclude the 30%, those who passed in both the subjects. 100%, 30% passed in both. It means remaining 70% failed in at least one subject. So 70%. What is 70% of 60? 70%. 7 6 are 42. Next one. The ratio of number of students who passed in only mathematics to that of the number of students who passed in mathematics. Who passed in only mathematics? Only mathematics is 30. For ratio, you don't require numbers on percentages, using percentages, because ratio is a relative value. Relative values can be used. 30% passed in mathematics. What percent passed in mathematics? 60%. So what is ratio of 30% and 60%? 1:2. Now 16th one, the percentage of students who passed in only physics to that of the students who passed in physics. Percentage passed in only physics. Only physics, how many passed? 20 out of 50 into 100. This is 2/5. 2/5 is 40%, because 1/5 is 20%. 2/5 is 40%. Next one, Suresh walks from his house at 6 kilometers per hour and reaches his office 10 minutes late. If his speed has been 7 kilometers per hour, he would have reached 15 minutes early. The distance of his office from his house is. Always in time and distance, guys, you have three parameters. What are they? Speed, distance, time. All the problems, you have one of these three parameters constant, at least one of these three parameters, either constant or comparable with something. Now just go through the problem and tell me what is constant here. What is constant? Is he traveling at same speed in both the cases? Question yourself, is he traveling at same speed in both the cases? No. Is he taking same time in both the cases? No. One time he is 10 minutes late, the other time he is 15 minutes early. Now, is he traveling same distance in both the cases? Distance is same, right? From his house to office. House to office, always the distance is same. So, what we understand here, the distance traveled in the first case is same as distance traveled in second case. What is formula for distance? Speed into time. Now, let us calculate. First case, distance is equal to second case distance. Speed into time, S1 into T1 is same as S2 into T2. What is speed in first case? What is speed in first case? 6 kilometers into. What is time taken? Suppose usually it takes T minutes time to reach office. Today he is late by 10 minutes. So what is time taken by him? T plus 10 or T minus 10? You are late. Suppose class is at 1. You are 10 minutes late. It means you came to class at 1:10, not at 12:50. Right? We don't subtract, we add. So Let us say this is t plus 10. Now second case, what is his speed? 7. What is time? Early by 15 minutes. So t minus 15. So you can find out t. One is in kilometers per hour, the other one is in minutes in minutes. But it doesn't make any difference, because if you want to, you divide it by 60, it's same in both the cases. Both sides will be doing it. Right? 60 plus 60 is 70 minus 105. Am I right? So what is t? T equal to 165 minutes. T value. Now let us calculate, what is he asking? Distance from house to office. So distance, how to calculate distance? You can take this one or this one, which both give you distance. Distance equal to 6 into t is 165 plus 10. Now we need to divide it by 60, because that is in minutes. Right? So what is it? 6 into 175 by 60. 6 10 times. So it is 17.5 kilometers. This is basic method of calculation. Now I show you even simpler technique. First case is late or early? How many minutes late? 10 minutes. Second time he is how many minutes early? So my question is, what is the difference in the time taken by him in both the cases? Difference in time in both the cases. 5 minutes or 25 minutes? 25 minutes. You understand it, right? Is it 5 or 25? Sure? Say, class starts at 9 o'clock. You are late by 10 minutes first day. It means you reached class by 9:10. Second day, you came 15 minutes early. It means you reached class by 8:45. So what is difference between 9:10 and 8:45? If one is late, one is early, you are supposed to add. You need to add both of them. If both are late, subtract one from the other. If both are early, subtract one from the other. Now, we know time difference in both the cases. What is formula for time, guys? Formula for time. How do we calculate time taken? Distance by speed. What distance is he traveling here? The distance that is from his house to office. Do we know that distance? We don't know. Let us suppose the distance is d. Distance is d. First time speed is 6. So distance by speed will give you time taken. First case, distance traveled is d, speed is 6 kilometers per hour. So distance by speed will give you time taken in the first case. Now similarly, the same distance is traveled at a speed of 7. Now this is time taken in the second case. What is the difference of these two times? 25 minutes. I am dividing it by 60. Time taken in the first case minus time taken in the second case. Comparable things. Difference in the time is 25 minutes from the problem. We are also calculating difference of the times and equating both of them. Right? So directly you get D as 17.5. There we are calculating time, then calculating distance. This is a direct one, right? Next problem. You want it even simpler? Is there one more problem here? Right. Work done by x minus 1 men in x plus 1 days. X minus 1 men working for x plus 1 days to x plus 2 men working for x minus 1 days. This ratio is given as 9/10. Work done by x minus 1 men in x plus 1 days, 10 men in 12 days, 2, something like this. 15 men in 10 days, something like this. That ratio is given as 9 by 10. Now we need to calculate what is x. What is he asking? Then x is equal to, we need to find out x value. Don't cross multiply, these two can be cancelled. X plus 1 by x plus 2. X plus 1 is 9, x plus 1 is 9, x plus 2 is 10. So what should be x? 8. From that it is clear, x is 8. See next one. The length, breadth and height of a cuboid are increased by 25%, 20% and 33 1 by 3. Then the percentage increase in its volume. 100, 200% or 100%? Huh? Remember, if you increase side of any, I mean 2-dimensional figure or 3-dimensional figure, if a side is increased by x%, area or volume also increases by x%. If one dimension is decreased by y%, area, I mean there is a direct effect. Area or volume also decreases by same percentage. You need not to assume LBH and then length is increased, L is increased by 20%, L plus 20% of L. You need not to solve it like this. I give you a simple technique. See, before any of the changes, let us suppose area of this cuboid is 100 cubic units, because that is a percentages problem, right? Instead of assuming variables, assume it as 100. Now, length is increased by what percentage? Length is increased by what percent? 25. So what happens if length is increased by 25%, volume also increases by 25. So what would be our new volume now? 125. This is because of increase in the length. Breadth is increased by what percentage? 20%. So breadth is increased by 20%. Volume also increases by 20%. What is present volume? 125. 125 increase it by 20%. What is 10% of 125? So 20% of 125. Don't calculate on 100. 20% doesn't mean adding another 20. 20% of 125 is 25. Another 25. 10% is 12.5. 20% is 25. So another 25. It becomes 150. Now height is increased by what percentage? Increased by 33. 33 1 by 3% is nothing but 1/3. What is 1/3 of 150? 50. So 1/3 increases. 1/3 of 150. 50 increases. So it becomes 200. Another 50, adding another 50. Here it is another. So what is initial volume? 100. What is final volume? 200. Volume increased or decreased? How much? Out of 100 increase, out of 100. So it is directly 100% increase. So volume increased by 100%. That is our right? The simplest way to answer this type of problems. Next one. A sphere is dropped into a cylindrical vessel of radius 8 centimeters, partly filled with water. The water in the vessel rises to a height of 4.5 centimeters, and the radius of the sphere is. A sphere is dropped into a cylindrical vessel. There is a cylindrical vessel like this. A sphere is dropped into a cylindrical vessel like this. Because of this, what happened? Water level increased. Say earlier water level was here. Because of the drop, water level increased. This is the water level, increase in the water level. Earlier water was up to here. After dropping this sphere into the water, cylindrical vessel, water level increased. Increased to what height? 4.5 centimeters. This is height of the water level. Right? If what is radius of this cylinder from here to here? What is it? 8 centimeters. Now what is he asking? Radius of the sphere is. He is asking us to find out this radius of the sphere. Now what are comparable here? What can we compare? That is an application of Archimedes principle, right? You know Archimedes principle? What is it? The volume of water displaced is equal to the volume of the object that is immersed in that, right? So volume of the sphere is same as volume of the water displaced. Now what is volume of the sphere? 4/3 pi r cube. 4/3 pi r cube. Now this is the displaced water. What is shape of the water here? Cylindrical. So volume of this cylinder gives you volume of this part of the cylinder will give you volume of the water. What is formula for volume of the cylinder? Pi r square. We know what is r. What is radius of the cylinder? 8. So pi 8 square r square h. What is height of the water? 4.5. Cancel r cube. 8 square is 8 into 8, right? 4.5 into 3. This is 4 is here. 4 divides 2 times. Now it is r cube equal to 4.5 is 9. 9 into 3 into 8. I can write it as 3 cube into 2 cube. R cube equal to 3 cube into 2 cube. So what is R value? R equal to 6 centimeters. So radius of the ball is 6 centimeters. Understood? #21. Non-stop bus to Amritsar overtakes an auto rickshaw that is also moving towards Amritsar at 10 a.m. The bus reaches Amritsar at 12:30 p.m. and starts its journey back after 1 hour. On the way back, it meets the auto rickshaw at 2 p.m. At what time will the auto rickshaw reach Amritsar? 3 p.m. Sure? How 3 p.m.? At 10 a.m. both are at the same point. Am I right? At 10 a.m. auto rickshaw and the bus are at the same point. Right? Now let us consider from that moment. 10 a.m. bus overtook auto rickshaw when the time is 10. It means at 10 both are at the same place. Now both are moving towards Amritsar. The bus reached Amritsar by what time? By what time? 12:30. So what time it has taken to reach Amritsar? What time it has taken? 2.5 hours. Right. Now did it start its return journey immediately? No. So after half an hour. It means after 1 hour. So at what time it started its return journey? 1:30. Right. 1:30 it started its return journey. On the way back, at what time it met auto rickshaw? 2 p.m. Now, after traveling for what time it met auto rickshaw? After traveling for what time? Half an hour. Traveling for half an hour, it met auto rickshaw. Actually, the distance is how many half an hour's distance for the bus? 2.5 hours it takes. 5 half an hours. It means 5 parts of journey, right? From the starting point to reach Amritsar. So return journey is also 5 half an hours. Return journey also takes 2.5 hours because it's a non-stop bus. Now, so there are 5 parts. It completed 1 part, then it met auto rickshaw. It means by the time auto rickshaw completed how many parts? Auto rickshaw must have completed 4 parts. The bus completed 1 part, so they are meeting here. So what time auto rickshaw has taken to complete 4 parts of journey? 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. By 2 p.m. it completed 4 parts. To complete 4 parts, what time it has taken? So how many more parts it has to travel to reach Amritsar? So for 1 part, what time it takes? 1 more hour. So by what time it reaches Amritsar? 3 p.m. That's it. Could you understand? Right. Next one. (22) and 24, some directions are given. What it says? The marbles are divided into 3 heaps. As many marbles as there are in the second heap are taken from the first heap, added to the second heap. As many marbles as there are there in the third heap are taken from the second heap, added to the third heap. And as many marbles as there are left in the first heap are taken from the third heap, added to the first heap. Then all the heaps are equal. ఏమన్నా అర్థమైందా మీకు? ఏం అర్థం కాలేదా? ఏంటి? What do you say? What is a heap? Heap is a collection group. Now some marbles are divided into 3 heaps. Let us read it again so that we can understand. The marbles are divided into 3 heaps. Are the three heaps equal? No, they are not identical. It's not mentioned there, right? Now 3 heaps. Now 3 heaps will have different number of marbles in them. Let's say it like this. First, second, third. Marbles are divided into 3 heaps. Let us say there are x in the first heap, y in the second, z in the third. Now, what is that statement? See, if as many marbles as there are in the second heap, as many marbles as there are in the second. How many are there in the second? Y. That many are taken from the first heap, added to the second heap. So how many are we taking from first heap now? Y. So how many are remaining? X minus y. We have taken y and we are adding this to second heap, 2y. It means indirectly we are doubling second heap. Indirectly we doubled second heap and that many taken from the first heap. That is first statement. Now what is second statement? As many as there is the third. How many are there in the third? That many are taken from second heap and to third heap. So how many are taken from the second? Z. So doubled. This is second operation. So in the second operation, which heap is doubled? Third heap. Now what is third operation there? As many marbles as there are left in the first. How many are left in the first? That many are taken from the third, added to the first. It means how many we have to take from the third? Minus x minus y. That many are taken from the third heap, added to the first heap. It means we are doubling first. After these three operations, what the problem says, the number of marbles in all the 3 heaps are same, equal. Now, take these two establish a relation between x and y or x, y, z. Take these two, substitute it. Probably you may get ratio of x is to y is to z. In that ratio, right? You want me to solve it for you? I'm taking these two. 2x minus 2y is equal to 2y minus z. So if I find out 4y equal to 2x plus z, or y value in terms of x and z is 2x plus z by 4. Now I'm taking these two and substituting y value. y minus z is equal to 2z minus x plus y, or if you bring y this side, y equal to 3z minus x. We know what is y value. What is y value? 2x plus z by 4 equal to 3z minus x, or 2x plus z equal to 12z minus 4x, or 6x equal to 11z, or x to z ratio is 11 to 6. X and z ratio is 11 to 6. It means if x is 11, z must be 6. Similarly, substituting this value, we can find out ratio between y and z also. And substituting value of x here, we have this relation, right? What is x value in terms of z? 11z by 6. So y equal to, or 4y equal to 2 into, instead of x I am substituting 11z by 6 plus z. So this is 4y equal to 11z plus 3z, 3 comes this side. So 12y is 14z, or 12y is 14z, or y to z, y by z is 14 by 12, or it is 7 by 6. Now we got the ratio of x to z, we got the ratio of y to z. In both the cases z is 6 only, then we can combine it. So x is to y is to z is 11 is to 7 is to 6. If you have to solve it like this, it's better not to solve, right? But the same problem can be solved in flat seconds, 10 seconds. No? You want to solve it in 10 seconds? Really? Why? Why should I tell you? Because you are paying me? Huh? That's why I told you that. Friends? When too many iterations are there in a problem, bottom up is the best approach, right? Solving this way is very difficult, right? It's very lengthy, but you get answer. What is the use if you can't solve it within the time? Now look at the problem. If the total number of marbles is 96, second question, from the second question he is saying total number of marbles is 96. How many were originally there in the first heap? See, After 3 operations, what is happening here? After 3 operations, what is happening? What is equal? Number of marbles in each heap is same. 96 divided by 3. 32. So the problem says after 3 operations, first one, second one and third one have equal number of marbles in them. Now, what was the third operation? Third operation. This is after 3 operations. Third operation, in the third operation, which heap was doubled? Which heap was doubled? So after doubling they are 32. So before doubling, how many it should have? 16. The other 16 were taken from? So add 16 here. There is no change here. Which heap was doubled in? Which heap was doubled in? Second operation. Third heap. Second operation, which heap was doubled? Third heap. After doubling, how many are there? So before doubling, 24. The other 24 was taken from? Second. So add 24 to 32. Now, in the first operation, which heap was doubled? After doubling, how many are there? So before doubling, the other 28 taken from? 28 plus 16. Now, this is what? The number of marbles in first heap, second heap and third heap. Right? First heap, there were 44. Second heap, 28. Third heap, 24. Even if you find the ratio, it is 11 is to 7 is to 6. That's what we got after solving 2 equations. Understood? Now answer those questions. Minimum ratio 11, 7, 6, 24. What is number of marbles in the first heap? 44. Now, last 24th. If the number of marbles in the third heap is 18, third heap minimum is 6. Third heap is 18. It means 3 6s are 18. The second heap 21. 3 7s are 21. 3 times the ratio. Understood? Right. Now, last problem. In a soap company, soap is manufactured with 11 parts. For every cake of soap manufactured, 1 part is obtained as scrap. On a particular day, if there are 251 such parts as scrap, how much soap can be manufactured from the scrap?